believe that women still dream, one of their major aspirations, particularly young women, is to be a model, which is sort of weird because, after all these years of, feminism and, them getting, opportunities in employment and education, to sort of surge ahead in the world, that still such a large percentage of girls really want to be objectified for, being good looking. It seems really weird, doesn't it? At no other time in Australia have we had such high profile women, like heads of state. There's Julia Gillard, and our Governor General, Ben Bryce. Although I suppose, I don't know, God, that's just disgusting. I suppose if you were, a girl looking towards a role model, Julia Gillard may not inspire you, not because of Julia, but because every time you see her bagged out by the press, it's because she's of a red hair and a big ass, and that's sort of going to, send some messages about, God, don't put yourself out there, because you're being judged about your physicality. And even Quentin Bryce is interesting, because you'll notice a lot of times one thing she's most noted for is how she presents. Because, here's a woman who's, one of the first people accepted, I think, into her law institution to graduate, a woman to graduate. She's, was obviously a lawyer. She's been Governor of Queensland. She's been sat on the Sex Discrimination Board. She's done all these amazing things, and now Governor General of Australia. And it's kind of, people are quite surprised because, she's incredibly intelligent, obviously, and an academic, and they don't expect that of an attractive, well-dressed woman. That's meant for lonely women and lesbians, so, I don't know. So I suppose she is a bit of an anomaly. So recently, whenever the Queen came out, whenever that was, oh God, I fucked that eye up. It's very hard, this glamour business, I'll tell you what. Fuck. Oh, Jesus. Jesus won't help in this, will he? But, there's this, I think the Sydney Morning Herald carries a story about her, meeting with Julia and the monarch. And instead of actually having like these three incredibly powerful women meeting, it just described what they were wearing. Quentin in a hot pink tailored suit, Julia also wearing a navy twin set, mirroring the Queen's choice to show they can be elegant. I mean, how reductionist is that? That women in power are actually reduced to being, fashion icons, etc., not for who they are and their power. I mean, what kind of message are we sending young women? Really. No wonder there's so much sort of, trouble. I wonder when they do surveys, something like, I think 14% are keen to become scientists, and something like 32% want to be models, and with everything we've got, they still want to be models. Who could believe that? Another 29% want to be actors. That's like, well over, I don't know, I can't add up. Some percentage, because I was an actor and a model, that's why I can't add up. I'm useless, should have been a scientist or an engineer. But anyway, it just frightens me that they want to perpetuate this ridiculous kind of, mythology of female attractiveness. It's never achievable, it's transient, it doesn't exist. Not even the women who look like they look like what they look like. They don't. It's all make-believe, etc. It's a Cinderella story. Everyone wants to perpetuate because that seems like it's really exciting. I mean, why do anything intelligent? It is just the ultimate way to disempower women. It really is. I mean, what better way, than, just to have eating disorders rife. I mean, you're not going to be a CEO if you spend half your time in the bathroom barfing up, aren't you? Your lunch, trying to stay thin because you hate yourself. I think something like 20% of women have what they call undiagnosed eating issues, which means 1/5 of us are obsessed constantly with what they're eating. So, I mean, it is, I think it is. It's a diabolical, I think it is. Anyway, what's my highlight there? It's a diabolical thing. I think it's, it's terrible. And in these days, young women, Facebook, look at that. That's the saddest thing you've ever seen. Young women publishing images of themselves, constant. Selfie, 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 all the time. Taking these pictures and publishing them to sort of, these desperate cries for, like me, am I pretty enough to be validated, validate me, quick, validate me, validate I'm here, not because I'm intelligent and because I've, pushed myself and I'm resilient, because I'm pretty. How scary is that? We become the publishers of our own oppression. It's really sad. So I sort of see, as a feminist myself, and a woman who actually, I'm a person with a vagina, happens to have a brain as well, that it's kind of really important that we older girls actually, you know, try and take back a little territory for the young girls coming through, and not leave them with this terrible legacy of bulimia and eating disorder and disempowerment. There's a world out there for all those girls. They don't have to worry about what they look like. So I think it's time that we have some realistic models out there to give women a better body image of themselves. Can you even imagine what the world would look like if it was full of women that actually liked themselves? Well, I can't even imagine what that would look like. So I'm just getting ready to show you. I'm actually going to make a comeback. You know, I think the world is definitely ready, or may not be, for a 45-year-old woman. You know, wrinkle full, Botox free. I know, no work done, can't believe it. You know, overweight, 90 kilograms, size 16, with cellulite, and God knows what else to take up. I think the world's ready for that. Should be anyway. I think it's time that, you know, those of us started to express our own self-love. So I'm ready to get out there and do my bit, just making myself a bit more attractive. All right. Okay, I'm going to show you what an old girl can still do, hey? Talk about role modelling for a beautiful world. Gotta put my shoes on. It's impossible to be beautiful without really bad shoes. If you're going to be a role model for oppression, this is what you're going to wear. Ouch. Sometimes I'm thinking I'm a role model for drag queens, but never mind. Here you go. Okay. Blue steel, eat your heart out. See, I'm still quite good at posing. Let's tuck my pubes in. I need a beach ball. Like that, sort of like this one. Hey, how's that? What do you reckon? Oh yeah! I should have sucked my gut in for that, but I forgot. Never mind.